Hi, and welcome to AStonesThrowAway. Today we'll be doing the November 27th through 29th weekend reading for Taurus. Um, and I do intuitive stone casting. And we're going to start off with an affirmation card from the Louise L. Hay You Can Heal Your Life affirmation deck. I hope everyone's is having a great holiday. Make sure the food is flowing, and hug the family members you can, send love to those you can't, and stay safe, everyone. Safety is top priority this year, y'all. Better a Zoom Thanksgiving than an ICU Christmas. And that wants to be your card. So, your affirmation card for today is, I turn every experience into an opportunity. That is a very Taurus affirmation. Each problem has a solution. All experiences are opportunities for me to learn and grow. I am safe. I have never met a Taurus who wasn't big on making everything into an opportunity to grow. So, as I said, I do intuitive stone casting, Taurus. Here's my mat. These are relationships, and this doesn't have to be romantic. It can be family, children, work, friends, anything significant to you. This is you, things that are on your mind, things you're working on, your state of mind, anything revolving around you. And these are your challenges for the weekend. Anything that goes closer to the center of the circle are things that are more important, things that are more immediate. Anything that falls towards the outsides of the circle are things that are more to the periphery, things that aren't as important, or they're coming in or going away depending on how it feels. If it falls outside of the circle and above the midline, then it's something you know, but you're ignoring it. It's trying to get your attention. If it falls outside of the circle and below the midline, then it's something you know, but you don't realize you know. It's something you know subconsciously. It may come as a surprise. If it falls completely outside of the board entirely or on the floor, which does happen, then it is coming completely out of the blue, and it's, just a complete shock, and you had no clue it was coming. Okay? So without any further ado, let's pick some stones for you. I've got my eyes closed. I'm just seeing what tingles. And let's see what the stones have to say for you this weekend, Taurus. Oh, we're getting some rough boys today. That doesn't mean things are going to be rough. Just means things might be a little unfinished sometimes. Alright. Let's see how the stones fall. Okay, Taurus. You are really all about the learning new skills right now. It's very much a learning period. That's what this is. It's new work, it's new skills, it's things that are not easy for you. Not yet. They might end up being so, but they are not yet easy. You've got very much an easy to love loved one on the mind. This is usually a child of some sort, and they're very much on your mind. You may be in some sort of contentious, you may be in some sort of fight with them, to be honest. As I've been telling everyone the past week, honestly, you need to do your shadow work. So you need to do the work that is hard, the releasing trauma, dealing with your grief, your bitterness, your anger, your fear, all those emotions that we don't like to deal with. And this is not easy work, but it's work that is necessary in order for everyone to grow and learn and move on with their lives. You're feeling like you can't quite sparkle and shine the way you want to, Taurus. You're not living up to your own expectations. And this is because you haven't done this work. And you need to. Over here in relationships, the only thing I'm seeing is there's an older, not necessarily older, there's a family member that you look up to. Usually this is an aunt, an uncle, mother, father. Usually it's an aunt or an uncle. Older cousin, older sibling. So, usually someone older than you who you look up to, who might need some comforting. They're on your mind. They'll be around. Over in challenges, and the shadow work was part of challenges that's going over into that area. But over in challenges, there is some old, very old stuff coming up. And it's like a rocky, it was very rocky at the time. It's still rocky for you. It's not something easy. It's kind of sharp and prickly. And it's something that it was something that you were, and this can go either way. I'm thinking this was something that you thought was beautiful, but it turned out to be ugly. Or it could be the other way around. It's something you thought was ugly, but it turned out to be beautiful. Because that's what the Amethyst Geode teaches us. It's about looking beyond the outside to see the inside. But sometimes it goes the other way. Sometimes the one side is beautiful, but it's not showing you the ugly other side. And I don't know which side you were seeing. There is an older person in your life, and I feel like this is someone in your household who is having some money issues or some spiritual issues, and they might need your help. Subconsciously, there is a work situation of some sort, and this doesn't have to be paying work. It can be just something that feels like a job to you. That's going to come up that you knew about, but you just kind of, it fell to the wayside. You weren't ignoring it, you just kind of forgot about it. And up here, there is an old grief that you're not dealing with. There's a very old grief that you haven't dealt with, Taurus, at all. And I suspect that it's related to the shadow work down here. So it's right in line with that. There's some old grief that you have not dealt with. Let's see if any of these other stones. I keep wanting to touch. I never want to touch the stones when I'm reading. I keep wanting to touch the stones. Let's see. Close my eyes. See what's coming up. See what else wants to come out and play. And I keep wanting to touch the stones. So let's see what else. Wow, that was spinning. So yeah, this work is paying work. Whatever you're learning here is paying. The child in your life might be the one who is having the trouble shining. There's a hard to love loved one connected with all of this. And you're still feeling anger towards it. You're still feeling anger. We got some clarity over here with the older relative that you admire. They're going through a transformational period, and you need to keep an eye on them, because transformational periods are not always easy. In fact, I've never seen one that was, to be honest. So they're going through a transformational period, and there's a younger family member involved. It's not a child. It's like an older it's like a young adult involved as well. And you're going to need to keep an eye on them. Just, you know, make sure that they know you're there. And there's a clarity that is going to come into your relationships, into all of this, because of what's going on. So be sure to do the work and deal with the things that you need to deal with. Okay, Taurus? So let's clear these away. Let's do a 3-card draw. See if we can find some clarity, where to focus, and a possible conclusion. And remember, these are generalized readings. If this didn't resonate with you, try doing your moon or your rising sign. If you're in a relationship, try their sun, moon, and rising. Or maybe it just wasn't your week. Maybe try next week's. Or go back and pick another week at random. Beautiful thing about YouTube readings is they can transcend time. I'm doing this in November. You might find it in March. Maybe that's when you need to see it. You know? And there's a couple of cards. So, they want to be read. Alright. So, for the clarity in the situation, you're feeling very possessive. There's a very mind feeling about things. For where to focus on... Okay, this isn't usually how this card is read, but this is how I'm feeling it right now, so please forgive. Focus on the small picture, not the big picture. Don't spread your focus out, tighten it up. Focus on, what can I do today? What can I help with this hour? Not what can I help with in the next year, you know? And the outcome is going to be prosperity. It's going to be getting what you need. Okay? If that helped any, Taurus, if anything resonated, hit that bell, give me a like, hit the subscribe button, leave me a comment. YouTubers live for comments, I promise. And remember, I also do personal readings. The information for all that's down below. And remember, destiny is only a stone's throw away, folks. I'll see you Sunday for the readings for next week. Y'all have a good one.